Hi, this is Doug Ware at InstantQuick, and in this tutorial I'm going to use the administrative tools to deploy a solution that I created in previous demonstrations called Bug Database that's based on the FAB40 SharePoint template. In the previous demonstrations you've seen me use the IQ App Editor tool to deploy and retract from source and target sites. That is strictly for development purposes. When you do a target deployment, it's destructive. It is going to delete whatever was there and then create a new site based on the current version of the application. Long term, that's not what you want. If you've got a solution that has lists and libraries in it, you're going to need to be able to update that solution without deleting the content inside of those lists and libraries. Additionally, the IQ App Editor tools don't have any management or real history around them. You can't tell a whole lot about what happened the last time it was run. So we're going to use the deployments tool, and the deployments tool is what you use when you've got a solution that you are happy with and that you're ready to actually start using in real life. And a deployment is nice because you have the option to update it over time. And it will also give you a view of all of the components that are inside of the app itself and show you if those are up to date or not, along with other information like, is it licensed? All right, so let's get started. What I'm going to do right off the bat is publish this this solution. I can't deploy anything until it's published. And when I do the publish operation, it's going to lock this version. And so that's how the tool is able to know what it needs to do later on when you update a solution based on a new version of your solution. And now it's published. So I'm going to go to the Deployments tab. And it's going to get my deployments, and I've never done a deployment before, so it tells me that I need to click New Deployment to get started. Okay, so first I'm going to choose an app. The only one I have is Bug Database, the one I just published, so we'll select it. And now I need to connect to a site to deploy the app. If you have a registered tenancy, you can just select it from that list, but if you're a fee-for-deployment user or you're paying to deploy to some one-off tenancy that you wouldn't normally deploy to, perhaps the production for deployment for a customer, you could use a deployment token, which is a separately licensed thing that will let you deploy to any site. So I'm going to select the tenancy that I registered here, and I'm going to specify the URL to the site where I actually want to deploy my IQ app. So this is going to go to deploy to, and then I need to give it the administrator credentials so that they can be used to create the items inside of the SharePoint site. And I'll specify that this is SharePoint Online and click Connect. And now I'm ready to confirm my deployment. So I'll confirm the operation and wait as it does its work. So the first thing that it does when it's doing a deployment or a retract operation is it gets the manifest for the app and its dependency manifests. And then it validates everything. And if everything looks good, it does a connection to the site and it follows all the instructions inside the apps. It creates any files, updates the navigation, what have you. But it does them in order of the dependencies. All right, now it's finished, so we'll click Close and take a look at the site. All right, so it looks good. It's got a tabbed user interface on the home page and a couple of list views and the other web parts. It all looks like it should. And I can also see under the View Details view of this, not only the ability to retract and update, but that this depends on IQ App Core client components, how it's licensed, jQuery UI, which is coming from Google CDN, jQuery, and then the jQuery UI smoothness theme.